2011 Mortal Kombat. Wait, is this Mortal Kombat 9? The kill count. How does this even work? Was this a movie? Wait, this can't be the movie. No, the video game. I said it was the video game. So how does that work?
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror.
But let's just stop real quick and appreciate this man's. Bro, jeez.
And
I gotta be honest, didn't expect it.
Mortal Kombat media because I like it. That's why today, for our very first video game kill count, I'm looking at, well...
Bro looks like he could be in Mortal Kombat, brother. Damn. Damn.
All our favorite horror and Mortal Kombat media because I like
Damn.
it. That's why today, for our very first video game kill count,
Fair.
I'm looking at, well, Mortal Kombat, released in 2011 and also known as Mortal Kombat 9. Don't worry.
Arguably, the best Mortal Kombat.
Alright, I'll explain. Everything. This show has already covered the 3 live-action adaptations of Mortal Kombat, and if you watch those episodes, you know I'm a lifelong fan of this ultra-violent video game series. The first 3 games, including Ultimate 3 and MK Trilogy, were mainstays of my childhood. Thus why they get special
Fair.
kill count privileges,
Fair.
despite not being horror. Though I still maintain they're neighbors to the genre. I mean, this one has Freddy Krueger as a DLC character. With the strikes going on,
True.
I figured I could take a wild swing and try covering the game series, because these aren't merely simple fighting games. The Mortal Kombat storyline is a long, convoluted, hot mess of a good time, featuring an absurd amount of characters
Oh, Kenshi. Is that Smoke?
who are all
Smoke Kenshi. Wasn't Kratos in here? Or no, Spawn. One of those guys are in there.
because these aren't merely simple fighting games. The Mortal Kombat storyline is a long, convoluted, hot mess of a good time, featuring an
Right. Oh man, look, Noob, Cyrex, Cyborg, Smoke.
absurd amount of
Oh, the Tomahawk guy. What is his name? Nightwolf? I forgot about that guy.
characters who are all mostly able to stand out, for one reason or another. Technically, the story has been unbroken since Midway released the first game 30 years ago in 1992. Of course, back then, the plot was relayed in big chunks of text on screen. You'd learn more if
Right.
you managed to beat the game, no easy feat that. But to really get a grasp on the lore back then, you'd have to turn to the official comics. Even when the franchise got to the 3D era, with the trilogy I never played of Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, the stories were still confined to
No! Really? He never played those? Well, those were pretty fun. Those were classics on the PS2 as well. I remember one of them had like a Mario Kart thing. That was pretty funny.
3D era, with the trilogy I never played of Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, the
I think I've played every Mortal Kombat actually. Like I've gone to every single one of these.
stories were still confined to text, although at least at that point they had overly dramatic narration.
Once again,
Although at least at that point they had overly dramatic narration.
once again, the threat to Earthrealm has been vanquished. The Deadly Alliance is no more.
I imagine most players skipped all these words and got straight to the button mashing. If the text screen delivery style wasn't bad enough already, MK's story is also confusing and sometimes contradictory. I already mentioned the assload of characters. Their alliances are constantly shuffling as they fight and are killed and get brought back to life. That kind of impermanence usually turns me off and is one of my gripes
Billy.
with superhero stuff.
Billy
but it works for
Raiden.
me in Mortal Kombat because it's
Billy
so
Raiden.
ridiculous. And for the most part, the games know they're ridiculous. This is a series that has always been violent to the point of absurdity. Clearly, there's a sense
True.
of humor here, even in the infamously bloody fatalities. The games quickly introduced more comical finishing moves, like
baby.
baladies and all those silly friendships.
Oh wait, isn't that Mortal Kombat 2? I actually remember that. I did that on my iPod one time, like not even meaning to. Or was that Mortal Kombat 3? I had both of them. And 1, I think. I did this one time on accident, and I was like, what the
Like bay baladies
Like,
and
what?
all those silly friendships.
Friendship.
Friendship?
Mortal Kombat 9 introduces its own new game mechanic called the X-Ray, a hilariously over-the-top combination attack. These attacks are like something Art the Clown would do, and they don't even finish the fight every time.
Art
You
the
can come
Clown.
back and win from this. More importantly though, MK9
True.
serves as a soft reboot of the story, which is why it was released simply as Mortal Kombat. It serves as a soft reboot
Oh my goodness, look at their player models. They were so hench and so like aborted.
of the story, which is why it was
Even the ladies, like, oh my goodness.
released simply as Mortal Kombat. It does it in a genius way, technically continuing the story, kind of like the 2009 J.J. Abrams Star Trek film. The beginning of the game sends us back through time, and you play through a slightly altered version of the original trilogy. This time, instead of text dumps though, you get 2 full hours of cutscenes, complete with voice acting and, well, way too booby of female characters.
Oh
Seriously,
my.
every single one of them
Oh.
is jiggling up and down the screen. In those fucking outfits too. Sonya
Like I said, arguably one of the best ones.
Blade is supposed to be a special forces
Probably the best one.
soldier, not a stripper cop. Regardless, the important thing is that the story is no longer confined to
Bro,
end
I don't
screens
even
and
remember
wikis.
that.
With Mortal Kombat 9, everyone
Jeezer.
gets to experience the plot in a modern cinematic rendition, but at the same time, with a few significant changes to keep the longtime fans surprised. In this kill count, I'll mostly be sticking to the story. I'm not a professional gamer who can speak to fighting mechanics or how balanced things are, and to be frank, I don't really care about that stuff. I ain't playing MK competitively. I'm playing it to watch a stupid silly story with a ton of cool characters who are gonna rip each other's bodies apart. When it comes to that criteria, MK9 is hella satisfying, and I hope that after this video, some of you can see the fun in the franchise too. In a series best known for its ultra-violent kills, how many will there be among the combatants? Combatants with a K. Everything's spelled with a K in Mortal Kombat.
I went through a lot of Mortal Kombat campaigns. Like a little bit of 11, a little bit of 10, Armageddon. There's a co-op one, I think it's Shaolin Monks. I did that one quite a bit. But Mortal Kombat 9, I don't think I actually ever touched the story. I always would just go against my friend and try to figure out how he was doing what he was doing. Or I would just sit back and watch my friend smoke everybody on multiplayer.
Let's find out and get to them.
It was good times. Good
The
times.
game begins with a little birdie. Aw, that's now. Oh my god, everyone is dead! This is the fallout of a scene shown in Mortal Kombat
Oh.
Armageddon, the 7th game in the series that I've never played at all. If you're wondering why this game, MK9, picks up after the 7th one, it's because the 8th was Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. But that game's storyline
That
takes
one
place in a sort
was
of
interesting.
standalone timeline, unconnected to the story told throughout the other games. This tapestry of carnage
shit was
and decay
interesting.
gives us 33 dead characters.
That
all
came out,
strewn about
that actually came out around the same time. That was a PS3, Xbox 360 years. I don't even remember how I felt about that one too much. I think it was just kind of like there. It's like, yeah, it's fun, but eh.
in a sort of standalone timeline, unconnected to the story told throughout the other games. This tapestry of carnage with a K gives us 33 dead characters, all strewn about the Pyramid of Argus. Scorpion can no longer get over here. Baraka's had a catastrophe. Johnny Cage has lost his
33
cool guy
deaths?
glasses, and Sonya Blade has lost her cool gal legs. Shiva's been stuck with a green energy arrow from Nightwolf, staying true to the events of Armageddon,
Shame.
and Kung Lao's been hugged a bit too hard by Shinnok. The only two still living combatants are the Elder God Raiden and his Elder Ass Kicker Shao Kahn. As he tosses Raiden like an elder baby, his amulet falls and shatters on the ground.
Aw,
Shao Kahn
you
says
know
it's
what?
hammer time, and Raiden knows his goose is cooked.
Oh, you know what? I've actually played this whole thing before. Or if I haven't played it, I watched somebody play this. I remember the whole thing now.
He decides to use his shattered amulet
I remember.
as a payphone to the past, but he's only got enough change to say one thing.
That man was
Must.
that man was a whole bitch on the last fight. This guy, he gets like super juice. He's a whole bitch, I'll tell you.
Change to say one thing.
He must win.
With that, he gets Shao Kahn, and though we don't see it happen, I'm still counting him as dead. Now we're soaring and flying through Raiden's memories. There's not a game in MK's past that we can't reach. Oh, but maybe just keep flying past Special Forces. No thank you. Instead, we're going all the way back to the first game, where Shang Tsung has gathered combatants for a tournament on his Mystery Island. Raiden gets the message from his future self in the form of his present amulet cracking.
It is nothing, Liu Kang.
Yeah, okay, bullshit. Raiden is voiced by Richard Epcar, who's no stranger to fighting
Injustice.
games, having voiced fighters in DOA, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, and Tekken 7, as well as the Joker in Injustice, another NetherRealm series that spun off from MKVDCU. Epcar also voiced Raiden in that.
Oh damn, I was actually gonna say, I was thinking when he talked about this, good gosh, is that Catwoman? Man, I don't remember her in the lineup. Jeez, brother, jeez, Joker looking henchy. Man, these player models look Jesus.
That game.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering, like, I wonder if that DCEU Mortal Kombat If that was the spark for Injustice, and it seems like it was. Which makes sense, because the combat for Injustice is literally the same. Which makes sense, it's the same production. It's like,
as well as in MKX and MK11, and his is probably my favorite depiction of Raiden across all Mortal Kombat media. Sadly, it doesn't look like he'll be returning for MK1. Shang Tsung gives his usual Shang spiel. He's here on behalf of Shao Kahn, Scary Skull Mask guy, who's the ruler of Outworld, which he wants to merge with Earthrealm, which is, you know, Earth. The only legal way to do that, according to the laws of the Elder Gods, is to win 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments in a row. Outworld's already won 9, so if Earthrealm loses this one, it's about to be hammer time all the time. From London to the Bay. Earthrealm's fighters include the guy who worships Raiden, Liu Kang, a Shaolin monk. There's also Special Forces agent Sonya Blade, who's definitely not on a deep cover mission since she's walking around with her things be thangin'. That attracts Johnny Cage, famous actor.
Massive Strike, Citizen Cage, Ninja Mime.
Don't knock Ninja Mime. We see
Ninja
later
Mime?
they had a pervasive marketing campaign. Wonder if any of those billboards are for your consideration.
Ninja Mime.
Cage doesn't really know what's going on here, but Shang Tsung chooses him as the first combatant. So, who's he gonna face?
Reptile.
Of fucking course, Outworld's resident jobber. Reptile, real name Syzoth, is a Saurian, a descendant species of Earthrealm dinosaurs who went to live in another realm, which Outworld eventually conquered. Reptile served his new rulers loyally, but in practice, dude's always the first fight and always loses. It's kinda sad, especially since it was such a pain in the ass trying to fight him in the first game. It had to be your 6th pit trip with a Blimp Moon Shadow combined with no blocking and a double flawless victory with a non-stage fatality. That sounds like a joke, but no, that is the actual process you needed to do to fight him. How the mighty have fallen. Cage puts the Lizard Man down, as well as Baraka, another one of Outworld's low.
Lizard Man in the new one looking kind of crazy though, with like his transformations. Maybe he's actually got some respect, you know?
Carters. He's a Tarkaden, who are sharp toothy boys, and he looked ridiculous in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Shang Tsung tells Johnny to kill Baraka, but despite the peer pressure, Cage refuses.
Very well. The tournament will resume at dawn.
What? You can just say no? I guess it makes sense in Attorney, where the contestants enter to plight applause. Cage makes friends with Raiden and Liu and sets out to pester Sonya.
I specialize in rescuing damsels in distress.
She tells the greasy D-bag to fuck off, and we have to use our greasy D-pad to fight her, which is, you know, kinda messed up. Then frickin' Kano arrives, and the nasty Ozzy hits Cage with an impromptu pit fatality. Johnny survives and fights him off.
Throw that on your Barbie. Shrimp.
This Barbie shrimp is head of the Black Dragon Crime Syndicate, and he's been
Isn't
selling
that a
weapons
barbecue?
to Outworld.
A
That's pretty
Barbie.
much all Kano does, but we love him in this house. Great voice performance by Michael McConaughey, who would reprise the role in MKX. After he defeats Kano, Sonya instantly forgives Cage as the slightly less despicable man in her life. Sonya searches for Jack, a commanding officer who's held prisoner somewhere on this island. She passes the Out Body Worlds exhibit, giving us 2 more to add to the
My eyes are like...
finds Jack stuck behind bars. Before she can help him, Shang Tsung shows up, flanked by guards in Yin Yang Kitsune masks. They
My
look
eyes
just
are
like they
going
did in the
crazy.
first game, standing in front of all those plights.
I'm like that guy from Uzumaki. My fucking eyes are going crazy.
Free Jacks with her energy bracelets. They're able to get to a waterfall evac area worthy of a Jurassic Park film. Unfortunately, someone doesn't endorse the park, and the chopper gets fireballed out of the sky. Not sure how many people were in there, so I can only count 1 for the pilot. I'll call him Steve to humanize him. Bye, Steve. That stinger came from Shang Tsung, who laughs at Sonya and parades his gang past her. Kano, Katana, and Jade, the latter 2 Adanians. More on them later. Cage and Raiden find the stranded Special Forces units, and the Lightning God heals Jax with lightning?
That's amazing.
No, that's bullshit. Raiden tells everyone about the visions he's had from the future, Shao Kahn conquering Earthrealm, and everyone here becoming vulture food.
I believe these flashes are a guide to defeating Shao Kahn, but disrupting the flow of time can have serious consequences.
Boy, will they. He says they must fight in the tournament and win. He can't, though, since he's an Elder God and ain't allowed to interfere. The next day, his flashes help him discover
that sounds like cheating.
Kung Lao, another Shaolin monk, currently disguised as an Ilvis fan. Kung Lao's jelly of Liu Kang, the Shaolin Golden Boy, so he offers to fight Scorpion, an undead ninja whose name was once Hanzo Hasashi. Scorpion kicks his ass without even really wanting to. He's here for revenge.
I demand Sub-Zero.
He wants to fight the Ice Ninja Sub-Zero, real name Bihan, because his clan of assassins, the Lin Kuei, murdered Scorpion and all the rest of his family and clan, the Shirai Ryu. This was depicted in the amazing opening sequence in the 2021 film. But Raiden has a vision that if Scorpion kills Subby, bad things will happen. Noob things.
That's like the only part I've seen from the movie From what I've heard, that's like the only part to watch from the movie.
Clan of assassins, the Lin Kuei, murdered Scorpion and all the rest of his family and clan, the Shirai Ryu. This was depicted in the amazing opening sequence in the 2021 film. But Raiden has a vision that if Scorpion kills Subby, bad things will happen. Noob things. He makes a deal with Scorpion not to do it.
Spare
No!
Sub-Zero's life.
Make it
I will
happen.
request
Bro, let
that
Noob in.
gods
Let him
return
in.
Shirai Ryu
Let him in.
to the realm of mortals.
Wait, what? Again, you can just do that? To get to Sub-Zero, Scorpion's gonna have to go through his Lin Kuei condiment friends, Mustard Cyrax, and Ketchup Sector. He dresses them
Mustard.
down and earns the fight he really
Oh,
wants
not
against
mustard.
Bihan, who's always just... He's so frosty, like all the time. He's like actively sublimating. Scorpion takes the fight to the Nether Realm,
Cold.
another one of the 6 main realms. It's basically hell. Scorpion's comfy down here since he's a revenant. After Bihan killed him, he was brought back to life by Quan Chi, that cool-looking sorcerer with the deep voice.
Scorpion, kill him.
Quan Chi reminds Scorpion that the Lin Kuei massacred the Shirai Ryu, and while I like this art style, I'm gonna skip counting any of these kills. Feels a bit too abstract for me, like Scorpion.
You know what? I said Kratos was in this game, but I think it was just that guy. I think this guy is always the guy who I like confuse as Kratos every time.
Quan Chi reminds Scorpion that the Lin Kuei massacred the Shirai Ryu, and while I like this art style, I'm gonna skip counting any of these kills. Feels a bit too abstract for me, like Scorpion was reading about it in a book or something. But it's still real to Scorpion, damn
Fair.
it! So he reveals his bastard
Fair.
Skelly face and kills Sub-Zero off screen? What? Looks like he burned Bihan down to the bone, then ripped his head off. Raiden's not mad at you, Hanzo. He's just
That's
disappointed.
weird.
Cyrax is upset about the murder of his ninja mate, but Raiden tells him to chill out because the Lin Kuei kinda suck. They're fighting for Outworld even though they're from Earthrealm.
Betraying your own realm? I expect better, even from an assassin.
Oh, also, their leader wants to turn them all into robots. It's called the Cyber Initiative. To test Cyrax's loyalty to Outworld, Shao Kahn has him fight Johnny Cage.
Oh, right.
When Cyrax wins, he's told the usual.
Finish him!
But a grumpy god shake from Raiden makes him grant mercy to the Cagester. Very little finishing going on here. They must not have the issue of Nintendo power with the fatality codes. This disobedience upsets Cyrax.
Bro, man, I can't get over that. Man, that's crazy. Let's just look at Johnny Cage real quick. Look at all these little bumpies. Most importantly, this bump, stomach bumps. Like, this man's obviously hench. Bro, James isn't that far from, like, being absolutely shredded. But he's definitely, like, brother's built. Look at this. Look at this. I can't help but notice every time we come back. And the shoulders. It definitely got some definition.
Fatality code.
Look at this soda.
This disobedience upsets Cyrax's superior
Man.
Sector, a prominent cheerleader of the
Man.
Cyber.
That man doing more than kill counts. Like, that man doing some push counts.
Little finishing going on here. They
For
must not
sure.
have the issue of Nintendo power with the fatality codes. This disobedience upsets Cyrax's superior Sector, a prominent cheerleader of the Cyber Initiative. Cyrax is not, so they fight about it. And while Cyrax wins this fight,
Classic.
he won't win the war. Raiden has another flash of his future self's cryptic message.
Must win.
He decides it's Liu Kang who must win, but to do so, he'll have to get through
Ermac.
Ermac first. Ermac's a weird soul Frankenstein of multiple dead guys.
We are many. You are one. We will destroy you.
Liu Kang kicks his ass though, or kicks their asses, earning the attention of Kitana. She's the Adanian princess.
Actually, I think you fought this guy you fight before you fight Kung Shao. I think this guy's a bastard to fight too, if I'm not wrong.
Fighting for Outworld on behalf of her father Shao Kahn, scary skull mask guy. She loses her spar against Liu, but they'd definitely be flirting while they'd beating each other down.
You're good. Show me more.
I mean, not too much more she can show in that outfit, but she will speak to him in her love language.
Do it.
Do what?
Kill me.
Ha, it's true what they say. Men are from Earthrealm and women are from Outworld. Liu chooses not to kill her, which in this game series is the start of a romantic storyline. Liu Kang's the last Earthrealm combatant, but he's still
He didn't
gotta
kill
fight
me.
Goro.
What's a Goro?
Goro's
You
the
didn't kill
reigning
me.
champion of
Oh my
Mortal
goodness.
Kombat. And to fight him, you gotta go through Goro's hole. Liu's pooped out of the Goro hole into a dungeon where he meets Goro, the four-armed prince of the Shao Kahn and forever fan favorite. I mean, how couldn't he be? He looks terrifying in the first game.
Yeah.
There, he was portrayed by a stop-motion figure, while everyone else was played by actors using mocap. No, I didn't mean that mocap. No one ever means that mocap. I meant motion-captured actors, like all these badasses. Luke
You had a mocap character?
played by actors using mocap. No, I didn't mean that mocap. No one ever means that mocap. I meant motion
What the
captured
fuck?
actors, like all these badasses. Liu Kang defeats Goro almost as quickly as friggin' Cole Young, and returns to the throne room so he can face the real final challenge, Shang Tsung himself. Though the sorcerer is a shapeshifter and much more agile than you might expect for his age, Liu Kang wins, officially ending the tournament and saving Earthrealm. Yay! Earthrealmers rejoice! Yeah, Outworlders, y'all get out of here!
Oh, hell
Booty
yeah.
cheeks. Clap, clap, clap. This is where the
Yo, yo,
storyline
yo!
of the first Mortal Kombat ended, but it's not the end here, since Raiden's amulet is still clapping, or cracking.
What's that all
means
about?
he's still trying to
Yo!
find a way to change the future. Right after this Star Wars ceremonial celebration, where the Shaolin monks sit on the coolest platform ever made. Let's hear it for that platform. So polite, all the background folk in this game. I think it's safe to say that Mortal Kombat 9
Bro. What did I just see there?
so polite, all the background folk
Okay.
in this game.
Bro, I didn't realize how much. Look, my eyes are on some shit right now, but I didn't realize like how crazy these Mortal Kombat directors went on these outfits, these physics, these brother,
it's safe
these models,
to say
brother.
that Mortal Kombat 9 saved the franchise.
I can't like.
Yes, a round of applause indeed. While the 3D era has its fans, most people were disappointed with Mortal Kombat vs.
Straight.
DC Universe, since it was rated teen and thus was mostly bloodless. I mean, Warner Brothers wasn't gonna let Superman
Yeah.
get his spine ripped out. Midway, the company that made every Mortal Kombat game,
That really was like the downfall. Like I said, it's like it was the most meh Mortal Kombat because it's just like it was cool, but it was missing the main elements of the brutalities and shit. Like,
filed for bankruptcy mere months after MKVDCU's release. Thankfully, when Warner Brothers bought the IP, they also kept on a lot of Midway's team, who rebranded as NetherRealm Studios. They got more money, better offices, and most importantly, more time to spend developing the game. They used it wisely.
Oh, that's good shit.
They went back to a mature rating and reinstituted all the blood while carrying over all the good things from MKVDCU, like its story mode. Mortal Kombat 9 was a monster hit, and I love that it allowed a team of developers to make a successful comeback. Shao Kahn gets shouty at Shang Tsung for dang losing,
500 years I have waited. Now I must wait 500 more.
just to be the man who waits 1,000 years to conquer your home world. The sorcerer tells Shao Kahn he's got another idea. First, he's gotta get all young and sexy. The character's appearance changed like this in Mortal Kombat 2 when he became a playable character. It changed again in Mortal Kombat 3 when he became Alice Cooper. Shang Tsung Mark II tells Raiden they about to have one more tourney. The last one, he swears. If
Surely.
Outworld wins, it'll merge with Earthrealm,
Surely.
obviously. But if Earthrealm wins, Shao Kahn will stop trying to take it over. Forever. Like, seriously. He swears. Raiden doesn't agree at first, so Shang Tsung opens a portal to Outworld. Let's start a war! Start an inter-realm war! With arcade tens! K-tens! The toothy turds do quite the number
Oi.
and kidnap Sonya Blade off screen. In the process, though,
They
22
ripped
of
him.
them get killed in the battle, along with 5 Shaolin monks I see lying around dead in the background. Raiden has a vision of Liu Kang winning this new tournament, but since fulfilling the vision last time didn't stop his amulet from crack-a-lackin', he reasons these visions might be of things he has to stop from happening.
Perhaps he must win refers to another.
And perhaps your hat is changed.
surely.
Raiden agrees to the new rules, and they head to the tourney, which will be held in Outworld. Jax just comes along to find Sonya, but now that he's here, might as well compete.
Jackson Briggs, you will face Baraka.
Oh, no worries, man. He'll be back looking for Sonya in no time.
That man's
Raiden's
straight
already having
getting
visions of
cooked.
her in his next MK fanfiction. They wind up looking for her in Mustafar, I think, where they have a quick fight with the Adanian Jade. When the cameraman refuses to rack focus away from her rack, we cut away to Sonya being held captive by Shiva, a Shokan, like Goro, who's loyal to the Adanians, including Princess Katana and the Cleavage Canyon known as Jade. Adania was one of the 6 main realms and corresponds to Eden, you know, like the garden variety. Unfortunately for them, Edania was merged with Outworld after Shao Kahn won 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments in a row. Adanians look like humans, but are descended from gods and age much slower. Katana is like 10,000 years old, the friggin' cougar.
Hey.
Grr. Jax attacks the guards in the
Hey.
Deadpool stage, which made its first appearance in Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh,
Here, it
she's
has 2
10K?
bad guys chained up in the
I'm
background.
10K, you smell me?
I'll also count one of these weird fleshy
If she
dark
10K, I'm
guys,
10K.
Jack's American Gladiators into the Inconvenient Acid Pool, which was a stage fatality you could do in MK2. Then he defeats Shiva,
Right.
which allows him to save Sonya from the entity. Sub-Zero's back, hanging out with a smoky Lin Kuei ninja named
Smoke.
God, standing next to
The
these two
dude.
feels like you're in a
That guy's
theme park
crazy.
dark ride. But wait a minute, Sub-Zero died. We saw it, kinda.
Bro, him and Noob, man, they just have like my favorite. Oh my goodness.
Allows him to save Sonya from the entity. Sub-Zero.
Man, this shit is distracting, yo. This is. How'd they get away with this? And how did I forget about it? That's crazy. It's like yeah, just sort of like effects when they're flying across the screen and they're fighting. That was some of my favorite shit to see. Like the combos always just looked ridiculous. The way they move in and out with the shadow people, his like smoke trails. Like it looked like there was 10 people fighting at one time, man. It was
Hero's back, hanging out with a smoky
Crazy.
Lin Kuei ninja named, well, Smoke. God, standing next to these two probably feels like you're in a theme park dark ride. But wait a minute, Sub-Zero died. We saw it, kinda. That was OG Subby Bihan. This is Bihan's younger brother, Kuai Liang, who's taken the name over so he can be Subby 2. Sub-Zero and Smoke are trying to learn
Right.
what happened to Bihan. Maybe check below the
He's like Scrappy
37
Dude.
goddamn bodies in the background. Oh man, I didn't think this would be like the Purge. Thanks, Josh. Smoke finds Kano selling rocket launchers to Shang Tsung, a guy who we've already seen has fireballs. So like, why are you spending your money, dude?
Right.
Smoke kicks Kano's ass in a
Right.
forest where 8 dead bodies can be seen in the background. That includes one guy who's become a snake nest we'll see again later. So don't complain I missed him when we get there. Smoke's
Yeah.
victory is short-lived.
Snake
He gets an
nest.
invisible beating courtesy of a cyborgified sector. He's here to spread the good word of the Cyber Initiative.
You will return with us to begin your transformation.
You actually did it. You're a cyborg.
Yes, thank you. That cyborg is defeated, but Smoke's still about to become an e-cigarette. Raiden sees a vision of it, and fans know that's what happened to him during the original timeline.
Oh.
Raiden interferes this time, killing
You know, I forgot Smoke is a OG Sidetreks, like,
Smoke's 6
our cyborg.
would-be captors and seriously voiding their warranties. Yes, cyborgs
Huh.
count. They're mechanized people, okay? Thanks to Raiden, Smoke is still a ninja, albeit probably one who smells like cigars. Sub-Zero also finds a cyber Lin Kuei, and it's tragically Cyrax, who didn't even want to become a robot man in the first place. Subby Z beats him up, then runs into Sonya and Jax, who tell him his brother Bihan was killed by Scorpion.
Shit, that's not bad people to run into.
All of a sudden, Ermac comes out
Some
of
good
the
people to
portal
run
all
into, I
pissed
tell you.
off, and uses his creepy dead guy magic to freaking burst Jack's arms apart. That shit is so much more than just a flesh wound. Jax didn't have metal arms during his premiere in Mortal Kombat 2, but he had them for the third game, where they were bionic enhancements he voluntarily wore over his regular arms. This was also the case in MK Annihilation, but elsewhere they're replacement arms, like in a comic where Baraka cut them off, or in the 2021 film where Sub-Zero shattered them apart,
Oh.
or in the animated feature
Oh, no.
Scorpion's Revenge, where Goro rips them off, which might be the coolest way for them to go. Sub-Zero finds Shao Kahn and demands to face his brother's killer, so Quan Chi does that voodoo that he do so well and brings out the Scorpion King. The Ice Ninja defeats the Revenant and is about to put him down for good when Cyber Lin Kuei show up and subdue Subby. Sector and Cyrax lead the charge and take him away. Princess Katana gets in trouble with her dad because she doesn't kill this bald dude she defeats in combat with a K.
Who
Wait,
the fuck
her
is that
right?
guy?
I don't know, but Shao Kahn does his daughter's homework for her and offs the guy himself. Kids. Raiden sees this familial conflict and tries to take advantage of it.
Go to Shang Tsung's flesh pits. Much will be revealed there.
Damn, Rayman, ain't even buy her dinner and you already trying to take her to the flesh pits? She takes his advice and walks boobily through the forest from Wizard of Oz, but her friend Jade tries to stop her, saying she should be a loyal daughter to their Emperor Shao Kahn. One friendly ass beating later, Katana gets past Jade and makes her way into the
Oh, that was
flesh
pretty short.
pits. He finds a bunch of ladies in tubes, and they ain't Ripley clones, they're naked toothy ladies. Clothe me, clothe me.
Oh, yeah,
One of them is cold and shaven,
forgot about
lying
that.
naked on the floor.
She looks like me.
Are they?
I mean, I guess, but why would that be?
I mean,
Sister.
Oh, duh, that's right. This chick is Katana's sister! It's Melina, a fanfic.
Wait.
And not just because she's totally...
who is that? I know that. That's gonna piss me off. That sounds like Scream or something. It's like. That's a classic.
Clothe me.
Also, this just reminded me, the lady with the hair is in this, like their mama. That lady's crazy.
Get here. She's also unhinged
Hey!
and a lot
Whoa!
of fun.
Come, let us be a family.
Katana defeats her and learns that Shang Tsung is responsible
Hey!
for creating this half-Tarkated
Oh,
half
why are these fights
He did
so
on the
short?
orders of Papa Shaka Khan, who tells Katana he ain't her real dad.
Your father was a weakling Adenian king. I annihilated him while merging his realm with Outworld, and took his queen as my wife.
I can't tell if she already knew this or not. Katana is taken away, and Jade realizes maybe the Emperor isn't a good guy. She tries to free Katana, but gets run out of the place and attacked by Melina on the beach. Melina may have slightly more clothes on now, but don't worry, the game's still gonna give us that boob shot.
Okay.
Jade
Well, that shot is ludicrous, man. Fuck it. Brother,
So fucking tough.
I just woke up.
Raiden and his lightning lads down
Brother.
up onto the beach.
It's too early for this shit, man. I just got done eating my Cheerios and shit. I'm so, like, what is...
Where the jaded Jade lends her booty brush and ponytail.
Okay,
off.
stop it.
Liu Kang learns that Katana is being held prisoner
Stop
by Shao
it, man.
Kahn,
I
strung up like
can't.
Sonya and Kano
I
were in the
lost.
stage in Mortal
I lost
Kombat
too
2.
many times.
Who's too
I
distracted
lost.
to fight in the tournament, so
I
Raiden
can't
gives
keep
the
losing
go-ahead
like
to
this,
Kung
man.
Lao. He's told he has to fight in a sorcerer handicap match against Shang
Fucking
Tsung
ridiculous.
and Quan Chi.
No Earthrealm war can stop this deadly alliance.
That's a reference to the 5th Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, which had a plot where these two work together. The storyline mode wasn't quite as cinematic, though. Kung Lao wins that fight, then has to go through the secondary boss, Kintaro, who's basically a kitty cat Goro. Kung Lao beats Peter Crisoro and gets cocky, which is what I've always liked about the guy.
See, Raiden? Earthrealm is free.
And now he's dead, killed by a surprise neck snap courtesy of Shao Kahn. Kung
Right.
Lao, more like Kung Ao, am I right? Poor Kung Lao's always been a punching bag of the series. He was blasted by Shao Kahn in MK3, killed by the Deadly Alliance in Deception, soul sucked in the 2021 movie, and ripped in half in the animated film.
Jeez.
Fatality.
At least he dies with variety, unlike his
Wait.
ancestor, the Great Kung Lao.
But that actually looks kind of cool. They showed this off a second ago, like a Mortal Kombat animation. This reminds me of like some Invincible shit. This would be pretty fun to watch.
Fatality.
At least he dies with variety, unlike his ancestor, the Great Kung Lao, who always just gets murdered by Goro. Liu Kang kidney tackles Shao Kahn, and they have their climactic
Classic.
showdown. Of course, Liu wins and uses his Shaolin monk powers to Kung Pao Shao Kahn, entering his fist into the dude's torso. This counts as a kill as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at all that mouth blood. Kerplunk. Once again, Outworld is a bunch of Lahu Zahurs, thanks to Lahu Kahang. And sure, Kung Lao may
Lahu
have died, but at least Liu got the girl, and the amulet's fixed. Or wait, no it's not. Well, at least Liu got the girl. The Mortal Kombat 2 story is over now,
Yes.
so we can start MK3,
A win's a win,
which
you know?
sees the return of Shao Kahn,
A win's a
who
win.
did die, but has been resurrected by Quan Chi. Even though Outworld lost the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament, and then the winner takes all swear to God's final tournament, Quan Chi says they should just invade Earthrealm anyway. It might anger the Elder Gods, but Shao Kahn
Let's
says
do it.
fuck them gods. Only problem is, his ex-wife Sindel died casting a spell that prevents him from invading other realms. Quan Chi says dead people are his specialty. Hell, he brought Bihan back as Noob Saibot. That's that shadow ninja hanging out right there. Quan Chi does the same with Sindel, Queen of Edenia and true mother to
Oh,
Princess
bro, she
Kahn.
was
He
fucking
turns her from a
annoying.
bastard Skelly
She was
into
so
a naked
annoying.
Desert MILF. She's now loyal to Shao Kahn and
Yo!
agrees to remove her magic realm protection spell.
The invasion of Earthrealm can now begin.
It does, with a fight on the streets of the creatively named Earthrealm City. There are a number of casualties here, somewhere in the neighborhood of
15, 16, 17.
Whoa, 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 Striker. I don't pay you to count. I pay Josh to count. What's the number, good buddy?
12.
Thanks.
Wait, where's my shirt?
You heard him. 12 background bodies dot the streets and thus can be added to the count. All that death and these big fuckers, I don't even know what they are bad news for Earthrealmers like SWAT officers Curtis Stryker and
Reptile.
Kabal. After defeating the usual Outworld appetizer, they see Melina standing there with her ass out. God, that outfit looks even worse when everyone around her's in full tactical gear. Stryker defeats Melina, but
True.
still doesn't understand what's going on.
And
Johnny
better.
Cage fighting a giant
Worse
monster.
and better.
What
I
is
mean,
this, Time
it's like,
Smashers?
No, but it is Motaro Smashers, since Raiden kills the Centaurian here. It's confirmed when they get back to Outworld later. This is Raiden stopping Johnny Cage's original death, as he saw in one of his visions. Cage was actually killed and brought back a whole bunch of times in the original timeline. It's kinda dumb. In any case, I'm bummed by Motaro's kill. I know he's got some naysayers, but I've always loved the scary secondary boss of MK3. I was bummed about his shitty depiction in Annihilation, and he doesn't even get a single line in this game? What gives? Instead, we get a second appearance from Kintaro that...
I never thought he was that important. I honestly forgot he existed, to be fair.
Nobody asked for.
Yeah, that's just me.
Magical fire breath.
That's just me, though.
The maiden fair.
That's just me.
Which I mean Cabal, whose skin is horribly burnt. Is anyone's power aloe vera?
I remember this guy though. This is like the leopard. This is like the leopard. It's just like the forehand guy, but leopard. You know.
Which I mean Cabal, whose skin is horribly burnt. Is anyone's power aloe vera? Striker is able to beat Kintaro, then has to face Ermac in a subway. He must break out the bullet time or something, since this human cop uses his human cop weapons to defeat an undead ninja made of a bunch of souls. Striker is approached by Night,
yeah, why not?
Earthrealm warrior of the fictional Matoka tribe. They agree to be friends, but Striker fails
that
his
guy's pretty
critical
crazy
role when he looks for Cabal's burnt body.
Nightwolf's pretty
partner's
crazy.
Been taken to Outworld by that nasty Aussie bastard, Kano.
Burned to a crisp you were. Good thing I found you.
Cabal used to be a member of Kano's Black Dragon criminal empire, and Kano has saved him with a gas mask and pigtails, hoping to get him on their side again. I like that Kano and Cabal's relationship was touched on in the 2021 movie. It made for some great profane dialogue. This Cabal doesn't want to be a bad guy, though, and demands to see Shao Kahn in person. When they get to his throne room, they watch as the Emperor saps away Shang Tsung's soul to give to his resurrected rewife, Sindel. Damn, Kahn, pleasuring your lady with another guy? Whatever y'all are into, I guess. Cabal's attempt to approach Shao Kahn runs into various difficulties, so he uses his newfound super speed to catch the nearest portal back to Earthrealm. There, he runs into Cyber Sub-Zero, a never-before-seen version
Cyber Sub-Zero.
Raiden changed the timeline.
That shit was crazy.
Smoke from becoming a cyborg.
That was pretty cool.
He inadvertently caused Kuai Liang to fall to the Cyber Initiative instead. Smoke and Raiden aren't pleased about that, so they reprogram Sub-Zero to be on their side again. Wonder how many
fuck yeah.
it took. Cyber Subby agrees to return to Outworld undercover, but Sector sniffs him out like right the fuck away and tries to fight him in that subway station. Sub-Zero wins and looks at Sector's hero's path to learn where the Outworld bullies are. Kano, quit lasering the hostages, you dick! Sub-Zero shows up and freezes all 10 arms of the oppressors, then frees the Earthrealm soldiers before the bad guys thaw out. After defeating Hobbs and Gora, he makes it to a graveyard where Quan Chi is casting a, no shit, Soulnado.
What did you see?
Soulnado.
One of Shao Kahn's Soulnados.
Sub-Zero knows how shitty blank NATO
Actually,
to
Soulnado.
stop it when he's intercepted by Noob Saibot. This is his brother Bihan, brought back from the dead by Quan Chi.
You and I both. We are flawed copies of our former selves.
They fight, and Cyber Subby stops his Cyberobot. By the way, the stupid-ass name Noob Saibot comes from reversing Boone and Tobias, the surnames of Mortal Kombat co-creators Ed Boon and John Tobias. Quan Chi still tries to cast that Soul Nader, but Nightwolf stops him.
Bro, that makes a lot of sense in his playstyle then. Bro, seeing now that that was like the co-creators, or creators even, I could see how Noob has the powers he has.
Reversing Boone and Tobias.
Man, I love how many people hate this guy. I get it, but man, this is one of my guilty pleasures in Mortal Kombat is the fact that I love Noob. I remember the greatest memories and the greatest rage came whenever my friend played Noob, and I would love just watching him smoke anybody, man. It was
the surname.
Him and Smoke, man, always had the best matches up, you know? Yo, whoa, what she got? Cosplay going on here? Sonya?
Combat
No,
creators Ed Boon and John Tobias.
Bro, she is straight eyeballing the fuck out of us though. God damn, she is laser focused.
Creators Ed Boon and John Tobias. Quan Chi still tries to cast that Soul Nader, but Nightwolf stops him and kicks Bihan into that green party. The sorcerer bails with a blast, escaping while, frankly, really disrespecting the people buried there. Okay? Nightwolf reports back to the good guys, but wouldn't you know it, this still ain't fixed the future according to the achy breaky amulet. Raiden's furious that nothing is working, so he takes Liu Kang to go talk to the other Elder Gods. As soon as they're gone, the Cyber Lin Kuei appears, so they can have a bunch of all-out ninja fights!
Oh.
When the Biofreaks battle is over, I can count 15 or so bodies lying around. But those include Cyrax and Sector, who definitely aren't dead, so I can't conclusively say anyone else is either. Oh, except this cyborg, whom Katana decapitates with a fan. If you want kills to count, don't worry, cause Sindella's here screaming her goddamn lungs out. The resurrected Sindel is simply OP in this game. since she faces down a series of strangely weak attacks from these
Oh.
Earthrealmers who fight
Her hair was busted.
her one at a time. Not only that, she winds up killing pretty much all of your faves and Stryker. She tells Jax to heal, kicks Smoke in the crotch and snaps his neck before his man pain can even start, and finally rips out Jade's stomach.
Hey,
Beats the crap out of her daughter Kitana, having lost all sense of self after getting back with her ex.
Shao Kahn has resurrected me. You have betrayed him.
She starts to sap away Kitana's life with purple magic when Nightwolf interferes and stops her with blue magic. Blue's better.
Blue.
Blue? Sindel
Okay.
regains the upper hair, but when she goes for the kill, Nightwolf uses his I'm rubber, you're glue powers to reflect it back onto her, killing them both in the same surge of energy. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Rubber.
Raiden and Liu Kang beg the Elder Gods to stop Shao Kahn's invasion, but they say they can't because technically, he's not breaking any rules.
Invasion is not itself a transgression. It is the merger of realms that is prescribed.
A distinction without a difference!
The giant heads are a giant disappointment, so the monk and the lightning god return to an absolute mess. Liu finds a mortally wounded Kitana, who lets him know she was a big fan of his before dying from the damage inflicted by her mom.
Oh, man.
I know, dude. They got kill graphics and everything.
Alright,
But with Raiden's time
she gotta
crystal,
catch hands for that
Liu
one.
Kang has lost all faith in
Oh,
the
that hair lady gotta catch hands for that.
Tell me the future.
That ain't
How
right.
we honored their
That ain't right, man.
sacrifice.
Wow, attitude much? Since everyone is dead, except for Sonya and Johnny for some reason, Liu dismisses Raiden as an elder fool. The handsome god becomes a seeker of darkness and visits Quan Chi in the fiery Netherrealm. Raiden asks him to align with Earthrealm, promising him the souls of all the fallen combatants. But Quan Chi laughs it off. He's already got them souls, thanks to an agreement he made with Shao Kahn.
Dun dun dun!
Wait, how are Raiden and Shao Kahn able to use other people's souls as tender? Is this some kind of multi-level soul marketing scam? Raiden has to fight
Like a
some of the
necromancer.
revenants off, including an angry and somehow even boobier Kitana.
Bro!
Quan Chi
What happened to the outfit while she... Bro, I know that, like, people are deteriorating, but her outfit's... What the fuck, yo?
somehow
Oh,
even
man.
boobier Kitana. Quan Chi tells
What
him Shao Kahn's
the-
about to merge Outworld with Earthrealm, which makes Raiden realize that if he does, he will finally officially violate the rules of the Elder Gods.
It's crazy.
He must win.
He determines
Crazy,
that
man.
the he who must win is Shao Kahn himself, a plan of action Liu Kang thinks is insane.
That is insane.
See? What's really insane is that Raiden didn't send a clearer message back in time. Couldn't have just said Shao Kahn must win? That extra syllable worth...
Oh, there's a PS3 controller back here. I didn't even realize. And he's got... I think that's a... what do you call it? I didn't have one of those. I know it. I know somebody who did. What do you call those? I'm thinking Sega, but it ain't Sega. What am I thinking of? I don't know, but there's a classic. They got Mortal Kombat 3. 2, 1.
all the confusion, dude.
Very cool.
Shao Kahn makes his entrance into Earthrealm, and when Liu Kang goes to fight him, Raiden thunderclaps back with lightning. They face off, and the combination of their fire and lightning powers consumes Liu Kang's body, and actually kills Mortal Kombat's main character. Raiden asks for forgiveness, but
Jeez.
Liu bicycle kicks him while he's down.
You have killed us.
Damn, that's cold. Johnny Cage and Sonya are helpless to stop Shao Kahn, so, you know, good thing they survived. Raiden doesn't even bother fighting. He just wants the prophecy to be fulfilled. Kahn beats him back and forth between this timeline and the other one, reenacting everything, including the Shattered Amulet. But when Shao Kahn declares victory and tries to merge the realms, it finally officially violates the rules. A bunch of dream demons appear and save Raiden so he can live forever! A newly empowered Raiden
Right.
is able to defeat Shao Kahn, though not easily, since this boss battle's a bitch. After the fight, Raiden seeks the Elder God
Bro,
heals.
that's what I said. Bro, I didn't remember this, but once I remembered this, I remembered how much this shit was a bitch.
On the Emperor of Outworld, and they kill him by turning him into a
It actually, I remember it took way longer than it should have. I was like, what the fuck?
firework. Gods bless Earthrealm. The invasion is over and the amulet is restored, meaning Raiden has saved this.
My internet died
from
again.
Armageddon.
No
Bad,
shot.
Everyone's dead anyway.
I am responsible for their loss.
I mean, yeah, man, kinda. Raiden leaves with Sonya, Johnny, and Liu Kang's corpse.
Yeah, kinda.
meaning They don't see when Shao Kahn's helm is picked up by Quan Chi. Turns out
Yeah.
he's been working for Lord Shinnok this whole time, the Elder God of Death, who's another big bad of the franchise. I'd get into more details, but there will be time for that in Mortal Kombat X, when he's the story's main
okay.
antagonist. For now, the game ends with this cliffhanger.
It is time. Soon I will be free. Earthrealm and Outworld.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
How many combatants got back to the future, back to their graves? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Just as soon as I select my to the numbers, James.
Alright, let's see here. Not 20.
Oh wait, who we got here? Is it Scoops Ahoy? Wait, is that the guy from Gremlins? Is he dressed as like the dad from Gremlins? We got, was it Dewey? Scorpion? Thanks-Killing, maybe? Dracula? Oh, wait, I've seen that one. I'm a fan of the bottom left one, brother. He looks straight out like the 70s.
17, James. I don't want to play with turbo talking mode on.
He looks like he should have been in Boogie Nights. Like, he looks like he knows Dirk Diggler.
Santa meat. Gross. Oh yeah, Crazy Ralph James.
Oh, Crazy Ralph!
Oh, I thought I would just become Crazy.
Well, isn't that just the guy who's like, you're never gonna find her, or some shit like that?
Ralph me, but what are you doing?
Fix me!
It's the guy from,
You're doomed!
Crazy James
I think he's trying to make fun of the guy from Friday the 13th, no?
wins. James Tality.
Never come back again, some shit like that. Classic. The classic.
Ah! That guy's crazy. I counted 148
Right.
kills in Mortal Kombat
Golly
9, which included
goshers.
nearly every playable and named character, and a whole bunch of dead folk in the background. For this pie chart, I'll divide
And
the kills
Steve.
between the 98 background bodies or extras and the 50 named characters I counted. 34
So
of them were in that
148?
opening scene. As far as who did the killing, 9 characters had confirmed kills on screen. Raiden and Sindel tied for the most with 8, Shao Kahn was in 3rd place with 4, and all the other killer combatants scored a single casualty with a K each.
Oh, that's it.
And if you didn't notice, I can't really do time codes or run times with a video game, so those are all the stats I have for you here in this void. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to all the dead combatants shown in the beginning. Rare that any technically off-screen kills get this award.
It looks
but
cool,
this was
though.
a great opener and painted such a gnarly picture. It immediately made
True.
me excited for the rest of the game. Dual Machete for lamest kill goes to Cyber Sub-Zero. The whole Sindel massacre is a letdown as it's depicted, but Cyber Subby gets taken out by 3 punches. And that's it.
I don't know, it's kind of better than, the decapitation after the portal. Who was it? I think it was Scorpion to Sub-Zero. Straight took his skull and his, like, his spine. He, like, pulled a Predator, but you couldn't even see it. That was pretty unfortunate.
Mortal Kombat.
But that intro is cold. That intro is just like an Infinity War, but even crazier. That's just cold.
Rare that any technically off-screen kills get this award.
That
but
shit's
this
cold.
was a great opener and painted such a gnarly picture. It immediately made me excited for the rest of the game. Dual Machete for lamest kill goes to Cyber Sub-Zero. The whole Sindel massacre is a letdown as it's depicted, but Cyber Subby gets taken out by 3 punches. And that's it. Mortal Kombat 9 came out in 2011 to
3.
huge acclaim, winning several Fighting Game of the Year awards.
Yeah,
It put the franchise
fair.
back in the spotlight, and a sequel followed 3 years later. If this episode does well, I can look at MKX. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
Well, that'd be kind of interesting to look at X. There's some interesting characters in there. I didn't get to play that one too much. Just kind of drifted off. But man, I loved Mortal Kombat 9. What a time. Fun story. Fun memories in the multiplayer. Good times, man. That was a good time.